And now you're listening live to Dating 911 with Essentially Angela on Spreaker.com.
Welcome back to another edition of Dating 911. As you guys know, we were on hiatus last week, but we are actually back now. And of course, we are coming to you live from my bedroom. I am your host, Angela Luton, and each week, along with my guest, we're here and we're talking about it all. Now, this week I didn't have to go very far to find my guest. Actually, I just went down the hall to his bedroom. That's right, I've actually got my son on the broadcast tonight. You know, he's listened and seen a lot of different guests come on the show, and he's watched how we do this format. So, what's up, Grayson? What do you think about being on the show tonight?
It's an honor. Just kidding. No, it's not bad. I like it.
And you've seen these seats before. You know how we operate in the studio. So I figured you were kind of a good person to give dating advice because you've actually had longer relationships
I have.
than I have.
Yep, definitely.
So how long is your relationship going on now that you're in?
Almost 10 months.
10 months and like 4 days and 3 hours? Is that what you're counting?
Yeah, I think.
He's like, oh, don't get me in trouble. No, seriously, like I can't even, like something like a 10-month relationship gives me hives, dude. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it's hard. It really is.
Is it?
Hard. Yeah, I mean, it's high maintenance, especially when they get comfortable, the girls.
Do you think that most women get comfortable in relationships?
And it's definitely 10 months, yeah.
Like me wearing my sweatpants right now, that's being comfortable, right? When the girls start wearing their sweatpants around and stuff.
I actually don't mind that. I like it.
You like sweatpants and girls?
Instead of going out like to dinner and stuff, you know, I'd rather just stay home and
chilling in sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on.
Yep, it's when you're the prettiest. I hope that you don't take it wrong.
Yeah, but sometimes you want your girl to dress up, right? I've written about this a lot. I don't know if you read it because sometimes you don't read my stuff, but I've written about the fact that listen, you can't be laying around in your sweatpants and no bra, and you gotta like fancy it up and go out sometimes, right?
Yeah, no, that's how you meet them. Then once you get comfortable, you know, you can just chill.
But but is there a point that you get too comfortable?
Well, it's like, I guess it's, you know, yes, there is. When you get too comfortable, you know, like girls start to get way too lazy.
Maybe gaining a little weight.
Yeah.
What's your take on weight gaining?
They fart, they poop in front of you.
Oh, ow, man.
Experience. No, I'm just kidding.
That's like really getting comfortable now.
Yeah, it's really comfortable.
I've seen you let a few loose in front of your girlfriend.
Oh, well, guys is different. You know, I talk about my poop in front of Connor.
And it's no big deal.
No.
So you're saying it's a double standard.
She laughs, but on the other hand, when she talks about her poop, what she doesn't, you know, it's a little different story.
So you're saying that guys, there's a double standard. It's
yes.
okay for guys to do those kind of gross things because it's expected
guys,
of you.
Yeah.
But for girls to do the gross stuff.
No, not in the beginning.
So what's like the grossest thing a girl can do? That if you were to give advice right now to all the girls out there that are starting relationships and they have boyfriends, what would you say? Hey, listen, do not do this or it's going to totally gross your guy out.
Okay, I was thinking about this the other day. You know, it's weird. It's really, really weird. But I think farting, a girl farting is grosser than a girl pooping.
Well, everybody's got to poop at some point. I mean.
Exactly, but, you know, you can hold your farts in. I just, you know, it's
kind of painful, and I haven't seen you hold yours in before.
But
you're saying that's the worst thing you could do in front of your boyfriend because that means you've totally let it go. You just don't care anymore.
Mm-mm.
All right, well, that's interesting. So if you guys have anything to weigh in, I didn't know we were going to go here with this, but it's actually pretty interesting what Grayson has to say. Tell us what the grossest thing is that is off limits for girls not to do in front of guys. You can tweet me right now at EssentiallyAnge and let me know, or obviously you can email at info@essentiallyange.com and let us know, hey, girls, lay it off and don't do that. But girls, you know, we're not just limiting this conversation to the guys to weigh in. You guys can actually, you know, email and tweet us now too and tell us what are the things that guys do. I got to tell you, like not putting the seat down, not flushing the toilet. That's a big thing for the guys tend to be a little sloppy.
What's the grossest thing a guy can do?
Well, I think not putting the seat down on the toilet is just plain rude.
I don't find that rude.
That's because you're not the one falling in the toilet. You know? So I think that not putting the seat down, I have to think about it, but there's a couple things that kind of gross a girl out. But I would say, yeah, definitely not putting the toilet seat down is a big, big no-no. Yeah. So, all right. Well, thanks for joining us, and that was actually great commentary you're going to give it. But we want to roll right into the topic of the week this week, and you and I have talked about this a little bit over the last week.
It's our party, we can do what we want. It's our party, we can say what we want. It's our party, we can love what we want. We can kiss who we want. We can screw what we want.
So the question is, obviously, that was Miley Cyrus right there saying she can do what she wants, she can do what she wants, she can say what she wants, she can do what she wants, she can think she wants. But the question that I ask you this week is, can she really do that? So Miley Cyrus has been getting a lot of heat and a lot of headlines in the news about being so outrageous in her new videos, and that's her new song, We Can't Stop. And I think there was some more commentary on some stuff she was posting on her Facebook today. But my question to you is, does Miley Cyrus have an obligation to be a role model for people your age, Grayson?
Oh, wait, I always like talking about this with Miley Cyrus subject. I think in her early years with Disney and stuff, I think that she was obviously trying to be a role model, but now it's 2013. She's seen other people that her role models that, let's say, for instance, Rihanna, they don't care anymore. They just don't want it. I think they've just dumped the whole role model, thing.
So you're saying they've decided they're going to live their life,
Yeah.
and they're not going to look at their millions and millions of fans and how it's influencing them.
Right. I mean, they will now. They get different fans. Rihanna has always been like this. Not actually, no.
But you're a teenager. Listen, I know you obviously are out there and you see the Instagrams and things like that. These girls are following Miley Cyrus, and when she gets skinny, they start starving themselves. And Rihanna, when she's posting in crazy tattoos and these, I don't want to sound like I'm, an old school here, but she's got the grills in with guns on them and stuff. Yeah. I mean, what is that showing to the girls your age? Because then they're just going and doing those exact same things, don't you think?
Yeah, no, you're correct.
So does Miley Cyrus? Does Miley Cyrus? You see it in the girls your age acting like that?
Yes, definitely.
So does Miley Cyrus have an obligation to be a role model? Is my question to you.
No, she's not a role model, but she basically can do whatever she wants. She just,
So you're saying her behavior is fine. It's acceptable.
It's not. But you got to look at it this way. Let's say she was never a role model. It doesn't matter. She can do whatever she wants, but if she really wants to drop, it may not be smart, but if she wants to drop the whole role model thing, then she can.
Well, I think she's doing a good job of that.
Well, yeah.
Let's move on to Justin Bieber. He's lost his mind lately.
Oh my God.
So what is it about Bieber? Do you think it's the pressure and that he was just too tired of being, a goody two shoes?
No, he hangs out with. I mean, I don't want to sound like,
But he hangs out with bad
influences.
but he hangs out with bad influences.
He hangs out with all these bad influences, so now he tries thug, he tries to be a thug.
Do you guys, let's say, do teenage boys your age have any respect for Justin Bieber?
You know what? I don't have any hate against him, but now he's just starting to make an idiot out of himself.
I think everybody kind of feels that way. There's other people that have tweeted out in Hollywood and told him to slow his roll a little bit. He's acting crazy. Out. Yeah. It's funny because this whole conversation about Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber reminds me of the days of Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears. And I know it's hard for you to believe because you probably, I don't even know you were alive back then, but they used to date. Can you believe that?
No,
so they were like boyfriend and girlfriend and back in the day. And so they used to be, and they were obviously role models and people looked up to them. And I remember the whole thing was that they said they were saving themselves for marriage and they weren't, having sex. And they weren't doing these things yet. They were living together. And the part of all that is that it turned out to all to be a big fat lie. And so their audience, even though they were trying to hold it back, felt like they were being fooled and that they were doing all these things because they were trying to be role models, but in essence they were still doing them anyway, which is a little bit different than what's going on today. Now today people don't even care. Yeah, they're just doing whatever they want to do.
Public, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's right or not, but so that's kind of to be talked about. So, okay, I think we've exhausted our conversation on the topic of the week with Miley and Bieber and Justin and Britney, but we want to talk about the dating forecast of the week. So the dating forecast we always do, it's my dating forecast of the week. Yeah, so, it's a little quiet around here. I got nada, zip, zero, nothing. Grayson, you've been home. Obviously, you've been back from Italy for 2 weeks, and you've been home with me. So you can agree with that fact that there is absolutely nothing going on in my dating life.
Nope. Nothing.
Nothing. What do you think that's
I
about?
got more going on than you.
Generally speaking, you do
Well,
have
you're
more going
picky,
on.
Mom. You're very picky, and a lot of guys want you, but you complain, you throw yourself pity parties. That
I don't throw myself pity parties.
You do. Everyone she does, but no, but every like a lot of guys want you, Mom, but you just like and you're like, oh no, I have no dates, but that's your choice. I tell you that like every day. That's your choice because you're picky.
I'm picky and I have limited time. So I think when you have limited time, it's difficult to, go out there every night and date. That's why I'm such a big proponent of online dating, because I think it's much easier to weed out people, particularly when you don't have time. So I have a feeling you're never going to have to worry about online dating. But if you do, I can tell you that's a decent way to do it. So, Grayson, tell us, it's back to school time now. Now, you told me you wanted to come in and talk about this, about back to school, and talking about getting back into your groove. Now, you know that school's starting back next week. You are actually in your last year of middle school, which means you're the big dog on campus, right? Yep. Are you happy about that?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually really happy. It's different from 6th grade and 7th grade. But you're the big guy on campus.
Does that mean that you have a responsibility to be a role model? We were talking about role models earlier. Do you have a responsibility to be the role model?
Yes and no. Yes, you don't want to set a bad example. Like, when it, like, you don't want to, let's say, I don't know, little kid, like 6th grader, little 6th grader, like, come and tell on you and for doing something bad. So, yes, you do, and you want to have them, like, look up to you. But at the same time, I mean, I'm doing my own thing, not, like, hang out with my friends, doing stupid stuff, but
you're trying to be a role model. Okay, so you were telling me, and you wanted to give tonight on air, your 5 tips for getting your groove back. And they're getting your groove back for school, but I actually thought these were pretty good for getting your groove back, whatever it is. If you're getting back into the dating game, if you're just getting back on the game. So why don't you start with number 1, and we'll go through that one first.
Number 1, definitely want to get new shoes. New year, start new, showing what your style is.
And that's important, even if you're getting back on the dating scene, right? You want new kicks, right?
Yeah, even grown men get new shoes, blue suede shoes. That's I got a pair.
So if you were going to give dating advice, if a guy was going out on his first date in a long time, what kind of shoes?
Definitely blue suede shoes, jeans, and really button-down shirt.
Tucked in or untucked? That's the dilemma in South Florida.
Depends what type of girl, and it depends where you're going.
Okay, well, let's talk about the type of girl that you would tuck your shirt in for.
Tuck my shirt in, high maintenance, pretty wealthy girl.
Okay, and you leave it untucked for?
For casual girl, doesn't really care. Then that's my type of girl,
So you would leave it untucked if it's just a casual kind of date?
And yeah.
But definitely. If it's high maintenance girl, you're tucking your shirt in.
If you're going somewhere nice, yeah. Definitely.
That's interesting. I'd love to get a poll out there at that. If you think that for high maintenance girls, you tuck your shirt in, but if it's a kind of casual girl, you leave it untucked. What we're going to find out what everyone thinks about that.
Vote.
Okay, so what's number 2 on the list?
New haircut. Definitely new haircut.
You're needing a haircut over there.
Well, it's looking pretty good right now. I can see it in the mirror, but I need a little trim. But for all the people that are starting to date now, definitely get a new haircut if you haven't lately. Don't want to look like Raggedy Ann with all the... And
you don't want to do that comb over. If you're starting to lose your hair, just go ahead and go... Some guys look good bald. They should just zip it all off, right? Or go the short shave. The short shave's not a bad look for a lot of guys.
Yeah, I guess.
You've done the short shave before.
Listen, yeah.
What's your haircut style going to be this year?
This year, I like it short, and I have a cowlick, so I'm going to kind of pull my hair over my cowlick because my cowlick has a natural flow.
So you're going to keep it long in the front.
Yeah, not long. Not like a backwards mullet, but definitely like.
Is there such a thing as a backwards mullet?
No, you said long in the front, so I was thinking that, I don't know.
Party in the back? No. Party in the front? Serious in the back?
Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense, but yeah. Anyways, no, I like my hair kind of like spiked up, kind of.
So that's the style for the year. So if you were going to give advice to anybody going out there on the dating scene, hasn't been dating in a while, is going to get a haircut. What's a haircut right now?
Haircut? I like, depends. Again, depends what type of guy you are.
I don't like that short sides, longer top.
No,
thing.
what kind of shave you like? I don't like the short cuts on the side and the
long up top.
Yeah, like a 1 on the side and 5 on the top. That doesn't look good. It looks like in the army or something.
So get a haircut that best suits your style.
Yeah, your shave, yeah.
All right. So what's the next thing on your list there?
Number 3, be cool to everyone. Don't be, just don't try to, set an example. Don't try to
be rude to people.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be a bully.
Don't be a jerk.
Yeah. That's important too when you're going out and they're in the bar scene and they're dating. I see girls that'll be really rude to guys and then turn around and you know what? They've got the hot friend that you want to end up talking to, but you've already been rude to them. So always keep your options open. Now, if someone's rude to you, that's a whole nother story, but at least try to, be friendly. You don't have to let them monopolize your time, but don't just be rude to someone, guy or girl, right?
Yeah, girls always like when guys are nice to other people, to everyone.
That's a good philosophy for life. Just be nice, man. Just be nice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what's number 4 on that list?
Don't start rumors. Do not start rumors. That very bad decisions because once you start them, you can't really just get out of them, and they come back and they'll bite you.
Yeah, and the whole gossip mill thing is like, if you just keep out of it and you keep busy, you'll be doing so much better, right?
Right, just stay out of it.
Yeah, just stay out of it. Stay out of trouble, for sure. All right, so what's your last one on that list?
Okay, this may be the most important one. Always get involved, hang out, talk to the hottest girl.
Now,
or guy.
That's always worked for you because you seem to you've always had a girl. Let's talk about this. Just a little background history because since I am his mother, I can give you a little history on him. This kid across from me has had a girlfriend since he was in pre-K. I kid you not. How long did you date your first girlfriend?
Pre-K. She didn't really like me, but now.
All right, so you snagged her in kindergarten and you dated her to like what, like 5th grade? 6th grade.
Oh, okay. You're talking about, okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I got her in like 1st grade, and yeah, it wasn't even.
You were rolling when you were a 1st grader. Yeah. Look at that. And then so that went out like 4 years, yeah. And then now you've had the new serious girlfriend. So you tend to be a relationship guy, yes?
Yes. 6th grade, single.
How did you like single life?
You know what? I like it a lot. You're free. You can do whatever you want. But
you just told me you're a relationship guy. So which one is it?
I don't know. It depends what kind of mood you're. I don't know why. It depends. I don't know why I keep saying that. I like it's both. It really is both because when you're in a relationship, you always got a girl. But when you're single, it's like you're free to do anything.
Right. Okay, so you say hang out with the hottest girl. Tell me about the whole hottest girl thing.
Definitely text her, get her number, talk to her, be funny around her, be nice, then she'll start texting you. You guys will, hang out. And
so if you're giving advice to people who are starting school next week, would you say that your advice is be the big dog? You go after the hottest girl in school the first day? Don't wait around?
Don't wait around, but don't be
aggressive. Yeah,
don't be too aggressive. Just be chill about it. Be kind of walk drop your books or not. Just do something.
Don't attack her.
Don't attack her. Try to get her attention, and then you'll talk to her or something. And
Now, this is actually excellent advice for guys out there in the dating scene, too. So when you enter a bar and you see the hottest girl in the room, you don't want to make a beeline for her, A, because she's going to shoot all those guys down, believe it or not. The hottest girl in the room, you do not want to hit on right away. At the same time, you don't want to miss the opportunity and let other guys slide in there, right, and take your space. So you want to go after her, but you want to do it smooth. You don't want to attack her. Sometimes the best way to do it is, Grayson, tell me if you agree or not, talk to her friend.
yes, definitely talk to her friend. I know kids that date the hot girl's best friend just to get to the hot girl.
I didn't say I was going to date her, but you certainly, that's
Yeah,
an
I know,
easy
I know,
entrance,
but
right?
that's
You start to talk to her
definitely.
friend, so it doesn't come off as intimidating.
Yes.
I hope so. I hope you don't ever do that, date someone so you can date their friend. That's terrible.
This was a long time ago.
Okay.
Don't do it.
All right, so those are your tips to getting your groove back, whether you're going to school, whether you're going back in the dating scene. Tell us what you think about those. So now we're going to go and we're going to play you a little bit of the reader mail.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, hey, 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 Mr. Postman. Mr. Postman, whoa.
Okay, so Grace is going to read this because I got to tell you, I got this letter came in last week, and it seems to be written by someone about Grayson's age. So I'm going to turn over this. I'm going to read it to you, Grayson, and then you're going to give it on air. And it says, my girlfriend and I made a deal after we broke up that even if we fall in love with each other, we will stay friends. Fall out of love, I think he's trying to say. The reason she dumped me, and I didn't want to get hurt again, but I never stopped loving her, and now she has a huge crush on me. So I don't know what I should do. Please help. All right.
No,
So
it
they
is
were
fall in
together.
love. I think it is
They were together. They fell in love. Then they were going to stay friends, right? Then she dumped him. So now she wants him back, but he doesn't know what to do. Should he go back with her? Because she broke his heart one time. Grayson, what do you think?
Okay,
Give her
well-
another chance?
I think that I think he said maybe if we'll stay friends even if we fall in love again.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're really deeply in love with her, just get back together.
So you're saying give her another chance?
Yes, and if you feel like the relationship's starting to fall apart, definitely dump her because so it doesn't look like you got dumped twice by the same girl.
Well, that's a very macho ego way to look. I guess that's a guy way to look at it, right?
Well, you don't want to get dumped twice by the same girl, But if you feel like if you don't feel like it says that I never stopped loving her. Well, if you feel like she's gonna do the same thing, she's gonna fall in love, but then
But let's give this girl the benefit of the doubt. Let's say that she really does realize what she's done wrong. She really likes this guy. She's got a huge crush on him. He still loves her. Of course he should give her a chance. I have the whole philosophy, no risk, no reward, right? So if you don't put yourself out there and you don't take a risk, you could be letting the girl who you really care about go out of pride, right? What do you think about that?
No, that's definitely true.
So we're going to give you the advice here for my friend who wrote in on that one is, go ahead and give her a second shot. Wait, is that what you think, Grayson?
Definitely.
Give her a second shot? Okay, the crowd agrees with this. They gave us a big round of applause on that one. Okay, so that's really the reader mail that we had tonight that I could answer is when I have my son in the room. We're going to save the rest of it for the next broadcast. But we have a big announcement to make, so we wanted to let everybody know here tonight.
Well, we're moving on now. We're moving on up to the east side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up.
So we're not moving up to an apartment, but we are moving over to the east side. So that's right, where we live and where the studio is located, we are actually moving to the east part of town. Now, this will be interesting for us. We've actually lived in the central part of town now for at least 10 years. And so we're going to be moving to the east side down by the water. But what that's going to do for us, that's going to have us a new studio, new format, new guests are on the agenda. But we are going to be on Dating 911. We're going to have to put it on hiatus for a month. And I know you're sad about that. I'm sad about that too. But in order for us to get everything moved and get to the new studio set up as we want it, we're doing a bigger studio in the new location. We are actually going to be back on the air on September 10th in the new location. So we're going to take a few weeks, a short break on here, but we will be back, and we'll be back on air. Grayson, you going to come back and be a guest again?
I mean, if you want me to, I'm so happy to do it.
And I paid you. And, well, I paid you in food. I fed you tonight.
Yeah, that's a really rare occasion.
What, that I feed you? Come on. You're not starving. You're not losing any meals. Don't tell people that. Okay, so anything else, Grayson? Any last minute advice for anybody out there starting school, wanting to make this a great year, wanting to go out there on the dating scene and get a girlfriend this year? What's your biggest piece of advice for them?
Stay golden, pony boy.
That's your best advice?
Just kidding. My best advice, start strong. You don't want to start really weak and have,
So come from a point of strength. Be a man about it, right?
Right. Just be a new person.
Be your guy, because it's a new year, new you. You got the haircut, you got the shoes, got everything going. A shirt tucked in, right? First day of school, tuck your shirt in, leave it out.
You don't want to seem too preppy. You don't want to seem too casual. I say leave it out.
What about the half in, half out look?
That's
popular these days.
Go with that.
So half in, half out, new kicks on, new haircut, maybe a little cologne.
Not too much.
Don't forget deodorant.
Looks like you're trying way too hard. Do one spray, walk into it. Deodorant definitely.
Deodorant, and go and maybe approach the hottest girl in school's friend.
Yes.
If you're looking for the hottest girl.
Yep.
All right, awesome. That was our broadcast tonight. We're going to be back with you guys in a month. Hang tight. Let us set up the new studio. We're going to post pictures of what everything's going to look like. It's going to be great, jam-packed with a lot of new stuff. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening, and we will be back on September 10th.
Thanks for listening, and come back every Tuesday at 9 p.m. for Dating 911 with Essentially Angela. For more dish on dating, head to essentiallyangela.com.